السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الحمد لله رب العالمين، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. أما بعد, inshallah, the last time we covered two ahadith under the section 34, دعاء الهم والحزن or والحزن, the dua, the supplication for worry and sadness. This time he puts a section, دعاء الكرب, number 35, دعاء الكرب. And once again, if you remember from last time, he said that الكرب حزن مع شدة. The karb is also sadness, but coupled with severity or with difficulty, right? Allah knows best. They are very close. So I repeat those words again: the worry, sadness, gloominess, depression, all of these words, you can use these du'as for them. So this one, hadith 122, is in Bukhari and Muslim. It says, لا إله إلا الله العظيم الحليم. There is no true God except Allah, the great, the forbearing. لا إله إلا الله رب العرش العظيم. There is no true God except Allah, the Lord of the great throne. لا إله إلا الله رب السماوات ورب الأرض ورب العرش الكريم. There is no true God except Allah, the Lord of the heavens, the Lord of the earth, and the Lord of the noble throne. The Lord of the noble throne. Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma is the narrator of this hadith. And one narration in Sahih Muslim, it says, أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا حزبه أمر. That Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم, if a matter would come to him, a matter that is difficult, that is tough and hard, he would say this. He would say these words. So here he is asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with words that contain a tawheed in it. Tawheed of Allah as a creator, as a Lord, creator, sustainer, provider, controller, manager of the affairs of the universe. It contains also, and here he mentions the Lord of the great throne, the Lord of the heavens, the Lord of the earth, the Lord of the noble throne, right? Those great things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created, yani the heavens, the earth, the throne, right? He is the Lord of these. He is all able, subhanahu wa ta'ala. He created all of these great creations, right? So you're asking him by his lordship to these, and you are asking him with the his godhood, the fact that he is the only true God, subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you are asking him by his names and attributes. If you see all kinds of tawheed in here, you have the name of Allah, Allah, Al-Azim, Al-Halim, right? Yani Al-Rabb, you are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with his names and attributes, with his tawheed, the fact that he is the Lord and creator and sustainer and controller of everything, the fact that he is also the only true God that deserves worship, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Al-Azim is one of the great names of Allah, right? You have Sifat Al-Jalal, and you have Sifat Jamal, right? So attributes of beauty, attributes of greatness and grandeur, right? And also attributes of Majd, glory, right? So Al-Azim is one of the great names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, grandeur and glory subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Halim. Al-Halim is the forbearing, the one who does not act in haste, does not rush to do things. It's gentleness and care with a lot of patience, right? A lot of patience. And the name As-Sabur is mentioned, but in some narrations, but it's not, there isn't like a direct explicit text mentioning the name of Allah as As-Sabur. However, it is an attribute, and in one of the ahadith, that there is no one who is more patient than Allah. They ascribe to him, they attribute to him the child, and he is يرزقهم ويعافيهم. He provides for them and he gives them well-being, right? If Allah wants to punish them swiftly, immediately, he would have done that, subhanahu wa ta'ala. But he is forbearing. He is very patient and very gently patient, very caring, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So remember, you are in distress, you are in a depression, you are in sadness, you are in worry. La ilaha illallah al-azim al-halim. Those names are very much fit to ask Allah to remove this sadness and worry and anxiety, depression, all of these, again, sadness, gloominess, right? You are asking with Al-Azim, Al-Azim. There is nothing that can stop him from doing anything, subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the greatest. And he is Al-Halim too, right? Subhanahu wa ta'ala. طيب. The next hadith 123, the narrator of that is Abu Bakr Nufay' ibn al-Harith al-Thaqafi radiyallahu anhu. This one says, Allahumma rahmataka arju. O Allah, it is your mercy that I am hoping for. Wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We mentioned before that the word Allahumma is a very important word to know, to use, and to know the meaning of it. And the scholars say that this meme at the end, it's the word Allah, and you have Allahumma. This ma here, it means is replacement for the ya in the beginning. Ya Allah, O Allah, right? And Allah, according to the scholars who said that it is the greatest name of Allah, right? Then you are asking by the greatest name of Allah, or you are even asking by all the names and attributes of Allah, because Allah, you say Allah is Al-Halim, Al-Kareem, Al-Azim, Al-Rahim. You don't say Al-Rahim is Allah, Al-Kareem is Allah. Normally it's not like that. Even in the Quran, Huwa Allahu alladhi la ilaha illahu, Alimul Ghaybi wa Shahada, and so on and so forth, right? Allah is mentioned first, except in one place, in the beginning of Surah Ibrahim, right? The beginning of Surah Ibrahim, right? It mentions the names of Allah, then Allahi, Allahi alladhi lahu, right? That only single unique place. All other places, Allah is mentioned first, then the Al-Kareem, Al-Halim, Al-Azim, Al-Rahim, they are mentioned as referring to Allah, right? Allahumma rahmataka arju. It is your mercy that I hope for. فلا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عين. Do not let me depend on myself, not the blinking of an eye. طرفة عين. When your eyelid closes and opens, right? Meaning don't let me depend on myself at all. What is a blinking of an eye? Is nothing. Do not let me depend on myself at all, period. Rather, it is your mercy that I hope for, that I depend upon you completely and totally. وأصلح لي شأني كله, and fix, mend, correct, rectify, reform for me all of my affairs. لا إله إلا أنت. There is no true God except you. So here, once again, you are asking Allah by His name, His greatest name, asking Him by all His names, asking Him by At-Tawheed, La ilaha illa ant, there is no true God except you. And you are saying that you are asking Him because part of His attributes is the attributes of mercy, the attribute of mercy. So it is your mercy that I hope for. And you are saying also, do not let me depend on myself at all, not even the blinking of an eye. Right? And I like to keep repeating what Imam Ibn al-Qayyim said, alayhi rahmatullah. He says, التوفيق أن لا يكلك الله إلى نفسك. Tawfiq, having facilitation, right? Being assisted, being helped. Tawfiq. You know how sometimes you do things, you don't plan for them, right? Or you plan for them, but not the right planning. But you are granted tawfiq. Everything goes smooth. Things work out nicely. And sometimes you labor so hard. You plan in detail. You do all kinds of, right? Still you don't achieve, right? Those things happen. We are required, Islamically speaking, legally speaking, we are required to put our utmost effort in planning and making things work and gathering the causes which will lead to the conclusion and to the effect. We are required, Islamically, we are required to do that, right? But then we are also required not to depend on those causes, right? Not to depend on those causes. And part of that is, you being smart, you being clever, you being, able-bodied, you being, a good planner, right? Now, you use that, alhamdulillah, this is a ni'mah from Allah if you have it. But use it, but don't depend on it. Because you might be the most, the smartest and the most, clever. But then somehow, you don't do things the right way in the end. Things don't work out, right? Tawfiq is not there. Facilitation, help, assistance, guidance is not there from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So do not let me depend on myself, not even the blinking of an eye. Why? Because at-tawfiq, having facilitation, having things work out well for you, right? He said, and لا يكلك الله إلى, that Allah will not let you depend on yourself. Allah will make you depend on Him, right? والخذلان, the opposite of tawfiq. We have tawfiq, which we translated. There isn't a word that I know in English for tawfiq. The closest maybe is facilitation, help, assistance. Allah having things work out for you. This is tawfiq, right? This is tawfiq. The opposite to that is khidlan, failure. Being in a state of failure, not achieving, things don't work out for you. That condition is, he said, أن يكلك الله إلى نفسك. That Allah will let you depend on yourself, basically. Only on yourself, right? This is khidlan. So here, you are sad, you are gloomy, you are going through depression and distress and trouble. You say these words, Oh Allah, it is your mercy that I hope for. Do not let me depend on myself, not even the blinking of an eye, and fix for me all of my affairs. There is no true God except you. Right? Very powerful words. You can see all of those du'as for removal of sadness and distress, all of them are full of tawheed, full of tawheed and dependence, complete dependence and reliance upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. طيب. The next hadith 124 is لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. The famous dua of Yunus alayhi salatu wasalam, the one who was in the whale, right? The belly of the whale, the darkness of the belly of the whale, the darkness of the sea, and the darkness of the night. فنادى في الظلمات. He called in those darknesses. It's not one darkness. Darkness of the belly of the whale, the darkness of the sea, and the darkness of the night. He called upon Allah in the darknesses. Right? La ilaha illa ant. Again at Tawheed. There is no true God. No one worthy of worship except you. Subhanak. All glory be to you. You are far removed from any deficiency, from any imperfection. I am surely of the wrongdoers. Inni kuntu min al-zalimin. Right? This call of Yunus alayhi as-salatu was-salam. Allah in the Quran, فَاسْتَجَبْنَا لَهُ وَنَجَّيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْغَمِّ. We responded to him and we rescued him from gham. Gham here is grief. Grief. Right? Distress. We saved him from that. We rescued him from that. وَكَذَلِكَ نُنْجِي الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And likewise we do save and rescue the believers. So this is not only for Yunus alayhi salatu wasalam only, but it is for all the believers. And this is why the hadith in full, the narrator is Said ibn Abi Waqqas radiyallahu anhu. It says that the dua, the supplication of Dhinnun, the one of the whale. And noon here is the noon. Noon. The word noon, you know the letter noon, right? Same like that. Noon meaning the whale here. The word noon means the whale here, the fish, the big fish. And noon. Da'watu Dhinnun, the one of the whale. Right? Mudaf and mudaf ilayh. The and noon. Right? The one of the whale. Right? The supplication of Dhinnun when he called with it while he was in the belly of the fish, of the whale, al-hut. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. He says عليه الصلاة والسلام لم يدع بها رجل مسلم في شيء قط. No Muslim person, no Muslim man calls Allah with it regarding anything at all, period. In anything you ask him, subhanahu wa ta'ala, إِلَّا اسْتُجِيبَ لَهُ, except that he will be responded to. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will answer whatever you ask. So when you are making dua, include this in your dua. So whatever dua you are making, let's say, اللهم أعني على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. Then you go on اللهم لا إله إلا. You repeat that within your dua, right? You do a lot of that to get your dua answered. To get your dua answered. طيب. So this also dua, right? It is a word of remembrance, right? It says here, لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك. There is no true God except you. You are free from all imperfections. You are the all glorious who is free from all deficiencies. إني كنت من الظالمين. I am surely of the wrongdoers. Did he ask anything here? There is no asking, meaning save me, help me. There is no asking here, right? But he is asking, we mentioned before that the dua is of two types. Dua of asking, dua mas'ala, and dua ibadah, the dua, the supplication of worship. Now the one who is asking, it's clear that he's making dua. Oh Allah, give me this. Oh Allah, remove the harm. Oh Allah, have mercy on me. He is asking. Now the other one who is worshipping, praying or fasting or reciting the Quran, right? He is actually doing an act of worship. He is not asking. But he is making dua too. How is he making dua? He is making dua by his actions. Because if you ask, why are you reciting the Quran? The answer is, he wants the reward, right? So he is asking by reciting. He's not saying, oh Allah, give me, right? He is asking by reciting. The one who is praying, why are you praying? He wants to please Allah, he wants to get closer to Him. So he is asking indirectly, actually. He's asking indirectly. And sometimes also you ask by praising Allah, right? Yani the best of dua is the dua of the day of Arafah. What is the dua, the best of what I have said, myself and those who, the prophets before me, is, he said, alayhi salatu wasalam, لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. How is this a dua?
Praising Allah.
You are praising Allah, right? And sometimes if you meet, and to Allah belongs the best example, but from the humans, right? And Allah is above all of that. But then the humans, some of them, if they are generous, you don't even need to ask. You say you are generous, you are, kind, you are gentle, you look after others. You don't need to say anymore. He will give right away, right? Just by telling him those words. كفاه من تعرضه الثناء, as in the poetry in the past, that enough just to praise for him to give you, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above that, right? You praise him, you worship him, he gives you even if you don't ask, right? Now if you add to that, you are asking, right? Then you even get more and more, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves to be asked. He gets angry if you don't ask, right? As in the hadith, من لم يسأل الله يغضب عليه. This, we did this in the Saturday, الجواب الكافي, right? On Saturday classes. The hadith is an authentic hadith. The one who doesn't ask Allah, Allah becomes angry with him, right? And that's why we mentioned the line of poetry which says, الله يغضب إن تركت سؤاله. Allah gets angry if you abandon asking him. وبني آدم حين يسأل يغضب. And the children of Adam, the child of Adam, when he is asked, he gets angry, right? Right? That's the reality. Imagine, if you come, sometimes you get those people who are pushy, They ask you, you give them. Then they ask you again, you give them. Then the third time you see them, you know what to expect, right? You feel, maybe I should go somewhere else. I don't want to meet them. Especially if they are pushy, and especially if you even don't know if they really deserve what they're getting or not. Because some people, they just got used to asking. They just got used to asking and asking, even if they don't need, right? So this is the case here. La ilaha illa anta subhanak. And he's saying about himself, his condition, right? Inni kuntu min al-zalimin. I'm a wrongdoer, right? Asking by the condition in the hadith or in the ayah, Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, after he helped the two ladies to get, their cattle or their animals to drink, he went to the tree, he leaned to the tree, and he said, Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khayrin faqir. Oh my Lord, I am to whatever goodness you sent down upon me, I am in need. He didn't ask, really. He just says, I am in need of your help. He didn't even specify what he wants. Whatever goodness you send down upon me, I am very much in need to that. He's asking just by his condition, without even mentioning what he wants. Right? Whatever good you send down upon me, I am in need. Right? طيب. The next one, Hadith 125, and this is the last one in this section, is Allahu Rabbi la ushriku bihi shay'a. Allahu Rabbi la ushriku bihi shay'a. Or Allahu Rabbi la ushriku bihi shay'a. Right? This, the narrator is Asma bint Umays radiyallahu anha, and it has come in the beginning of this hadith that he said to her alayhi salatu wassalam, ألا أعلمك كلمات تقولينهن عند الكرب. Shall I not teach you words that you should say at karb, distress, right? Time of distress, time of difficulty, right? So he taught her to say Allah, Allah. This is now Allah, the first one, then Allah. This is just to emphasize, right? And here, Allah, Allah, you're saying Ya Allah, Ya Allah. But the word Ya, which means oh, is dropped there, is not showing, right? But this is what you mean when you say it, right? So Ya Allah, Ya Allah, right? Ya Allah, Ya Allah. Again, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Anta Rabbi, you are my Lord. Allahu Rabbi, Allah is my Lord. La ushriku bihi shay'a. Oh Allah, oh my Lord, right? I do not associate any partners in worship with you. Now there are those who use in their dhikr the single word Allah, al-dhikr al-mufrad. And they might think that this is a proof for them, right? Allah, 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 Allah. This is not a complete sentence, right? It's not a complete sentence. That's why in a dhikr you have Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest, Subhanallah, all glory be to Allah, Alhamdulillah, all praise is due to Allah, right? La ilaha illallah, and so on and so forth. All of them have a full meaning. Also, they might use mistakenly Qulillah thumma dharhum, Surah Al-An'am, say Allah, then let them indulge in what they are saying. Dharhum fi khawdihim, right? So that one is an answer to a question. Say who sent down this and that. Qulillah, say O Muhammad to them, Allah. Yani Allah is the one who did that. Not like say Allah, Allah. They mistakenly think that we are commanded to say Allah, Allah, Allah. Yani if you say that, then it doesn't have a meaning, right? And it's not a complete sentence, right? And if you are asking someone, right? Yani I have Badruddin here in front of me. If I'm saying Badruddin, 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 Badruddin. He's gonna, after a while, he's gonna get mad here. What do you want? What? Badruddin, what? Right? Come, go, bring me this. Can you help me with that? Can you turn off? Yani you're expecting something, right? Now, when you say Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, you are praising Allah and glorifying Him. But when you say Allah, 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 yani what are you saying? Then, wal'iyadhu billah, because they went to this deviation, they left it and they got more more advanced in deviation. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. They started saying huwa, he, right? And then huwa, and then who, and then because they are saying it fast, because they tell them say it 10,000 times, right? So they want to finish fast, then they go who, and then they go, and you hear, yani the one who listens to that, he would know for sure what are these people doing, what is going on, why are they getting so crazy, right? Insane, yani. They sound, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, yani, they sound like they are barking, yani. Really, that's what it sounds like, especially when they are in a group and they do this, and then they get so high, like, you know, people intoxicated get high, and then they drop, you know, they faint and the likes of that. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. They think they are doing dhikr of Allah, which yani, not in the Quran, not in the Sunnah, not you know, the way of the Sahaba, not radiyallahu anhum, not the Tabi'un, not the 4 Imams. There is nothing like this. This is something that is made up by some people who are not following the right path, right? So this is the case here. Allah, Allahu Rabbi, la ushriku bihi shay'a is one of the adhkar that are used for removal of distress, sadness, depression, worry, and so on and so forth. طيب. So with this, we will stop here at this time, inshallah.
Sheikh, this hadith in Bukhari, this
no, it's in the Sunan at-Tirmidhi. It is an authentic hadith. Yeah, it's a Sunan of at-Tirmidhi. Yeah, rahmatullah. All right, so inshallah we will stop here. Inshallah, if there is any comment or question, otherwise we'll do the tafsir. Inshallah. Tafaddal.
I was trying to follow you by reading the Hisn al Muslim, but I couldn't find, when you were saying 120 or 130, I couldn't find it from here.
The number of the hadith?
Yeah.
There are different translations of the book. The best one that is available is the one that comes in the black.
Black cover.
Yes. Do you have a copy of that?
Yeah, I've got a cover of that.
Yes.
So when you say 120,
120.
I'm just saying as an example.
This is the number of the hadith. For instance, the last one we did is hadith number 125.
125.
Yes. Yes. It is hadith number 125. Yeah. We did today the section number 35. The section or chapter number 35. And it has the ahadith in it from 122 up to 125.
From here. From here first, right? From the grocery.
Yes.
Take it from the grocery. So I'm looking at 35.
Yes, section 35, yes. Yes, chapter 35 or section 35, inshallah.
Just one question.
Yes.
La ilaha illallah. Can we say that when the Imam sits in the member, in the Jummah, in between we make dua, istighfar, something like that? Can we recite that?
Yeah, you can say it. Yes, you can say that, inshallah. It is a word of remembrance, but it is a dua too. Right.